What's up, true believers? I'm gonna give you guys a look at my collection of Marvel Legends figures. This isn't only Marvel Legends figures, it's other Marvel figures in the same scale, but it's actually more like what's left of my Marvel Legends figures. I was collecting Marvel Legends since the very beginning, since the first series, even since before Marvel Legends. There was the Spider-Man Classics, which is basically the precursor to Marvel Legends. And I had a pretty large collection of all the earlier series up until around, maybe till around series 5 with Blade. I believe that was series 5. I collected a few more after that, but not too much more. I wasn't really into the Hasbro stuff. I think I only have one of the Hasbro ones, which is this Punisher right here. Oh wait, scratch that. Well then there's these two, even though they weren't Marvel Legends from the Iron Man line. Here they are. Again, like I said, it's not a whole lot. It's pretty much just what's left of my Marvel Legends collection. And I know a few of these aren't Marvel Legends, but it's pretty much like the 6-inch scale Marvel stuff. Some of them are older. I was surprised that I actually have a few more Hasbro ones than I thought, because these X-Men ones were under the Hasbro Marvel Legends line. So anyway, let's start with these X-Men ones. These were from, I believe, the first movie, and by Toy Biz. And then a few of these were later. I think this was already, what was it, from the second one? The likenesses were actually pretty good on these older figures, just they were lacking articulation. And then for the third movie, we got these ones from Hasbro. They just, to me, they didn't look as good as the Toy Biz stuff, but they were still cool. And these right here are some of my favorite ones. I always like the movie stuff. Pretty sure this was from an actual Spider-Man movie line. This Daredevil was from Marvel Legends. Unfortunately, this one was always disappointing because for whatever reason they didn't give him full Marvel Legends articulation. I thought the design, you know, and the likeness was good, but you know, that lack of articulation really hurt it. I don't remember for sure when this Thomas Jane Punisher came out, but it was pretty cool. And then Blade, one of my all-time favorite characters, so this is also one of my all-time favorite figures. He came with his motorcycle, all of his cool accessories, and the likeness on this is just amazing. Then there's this ginormous Robo Hulk. I don't even remember exactly what this was called, but it's kind of cool. There's the driver in the back there. It's a bad guy. And then there's this lizard right here. It's one of my favorites because it's from the Spider-Man animated show on MTV. And I really like this design. I think this was like one of my favorite versions of lizard ever. Then there was Sasquatch. I believe this was from Alpha Flight. Even though I would never really read Alpha Flight, I thought this was really cool. I like the big monster type characters. Speaking of monster figures, there's these. This is Morbius. This was actually from one of the Spider-Man lines. Then there was this awesome 4-pack. I love like classic monsters. This awesome pack came with Dracula, Frankenstein's a monster, the werewolf, and a zombie. And then there was this Punisher. I forget which wave of the Hasbro Marvel Legends this was. This one was really cool with a face paint and everything. And then finally from Iron Man 2, there was the Iron Man with the Tony Stark head, as well as this awesome War Machine. And I actually have two more little ones right here. There's Wasp and Ant-Man. These were from the Goliath figure. So there you have it. It's not a whole lot. Like I said, I used to have a lot more Marvel Legends, but the 4-inch scale is my scale of preference. So Marvel Universe and all the other stuff in the 4-inch scale are my main focus. Definitely a few gems here though. These movie ones are among my favorite, and most especially Blade.